Hey guys, Levi Gates for the Rag Company, and welcome back to DETALKS. With me, a brother from another mother in Canada, Mr. Yvan Lacroix. How are you, man?
Spectacular and yourself.
Good to see you. I'm just thankful that you're back in here. I know we've got some fans that are thankful that you're back in the studio with us, so that's good.
Yeah.
And you've got a new product that you've brought. Basically, those of you that know, our video, the wash clay wax video that we do, using the Optimum lineup and the synergy of O&R, car wax, and the clay mitt, or the clay towel. And this has been a really great product for folks because it's got, it's a light colored clay compared to like a dark or black colored clay like most clay towels.
Right.
But there can always be improvements.
Exactly. And when we went back to the drawing board with our clay towels, we didn't just want to modify the clay towel. We wanted to rethink the clay towel as much as we could. And we did a lot of things. We went, we'll start with the microfiber aspect of it. So if we look at the microfiber part of it, we went with a diamond pearl weave as opposed to a terry weave. What that does is it gives us a thicker towel. It gives us a more uniform surface as well to adhere the clay to. So we have a stronger clay surface that is going to maintain its shape, maintain its integrity a lot longer.
Yeah, but unlike the previous version, this is actually more pliable.
Much more pliable,
So you can actually like fold it up and actually put it into spots and it'll retain its shape and come back. Yeah,
it comes back to life perfectly every time. So yeah.
Well, and this, I really like this towel.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite things about
it. So the towel itself and the mitt and we have a mitt now. We didn't have a mitt before.
Which is a really great, for those of you in like a shop setting, maybe you've got production and you clay every single car, this will save you a lot of time to be able to just have your guy put their hand in it and go to town. Yeah,
and even larger hands fit. So, and we have a hidden surprise inside the mitt. A loop.
Nice. So now you can hang dry them.
Yeah, and it pops back in by itself. It's the way it's sewn in.
Yeah.
Now the clay surface itself, this is where we really went for innovation. First thing we did, we went for perforated clay. So the perforation does a lot of things for us. First of all, it makes it a lot more flexible.
Yeah.
So it gets that flexibility. We can get into different areas behind door handles, things like that, a lot easier, follow body contours a lot better. The perforations as well, because of the thickness of the towel, it holds a lot of the O&R solution in it.
Yes, that's true.
If by accident you happen to apply a little too much pressure to the towel, it's actually going to release that O&R through the perforations, giving you more lubrication at that time.
Yeah.
So we didn't want that dry, it adheres to the surface.
Yeah, it just stops. We all have that.
Exactly. So reducing the instances of marring, or the possibility of marring. Marring is always a possibility.
Right, and that doesn't matter what type of car. It could be the contamination itself, not even
exactly.
the clay itself that's causing the marring.
Right, and with that, the perforations give the contamination a little somewhere more to go, as opposed to just sitting on the surface.
Right, so it's actually gone up into the towel or into that perforation hole.
Right.
And then again, easy cleanup.
Yeah, easy cleanup. What we, liked our original towel, that is one thing we did keep, was the light color.
Yeah.
And it's not as sticky as well.
It is not as sticky.
Yeah.
So that's the old towel.
Yeah.
Compared to the new.
Right.
And that was one of my favorite things was the color, because this way, those of you that wonder, if you've used it once or twice, they're always like, okay, so now what do I do with it?
Yeah, my towel's dirty. Is it scrap? No, it's cleanable.
Yeah, so you can spray power clean on the surface. I used to I'd spray with power clean and I just use my hand to agitate it, and then I'd rinse it out and wash it out, and then it was good to go. And it could come back.
Yeah.
And if it didn't clean up, well, then it meant that it was time to buy a new towel.
Yeah.
But the same features available on this.
Right. So we kept the lighter color. We couldn't go quite as light with this material as we could with the old one, but still we didn't go with the black clay, which is the traditional color. And the reason we do that is we want you to see that your towel is dirty. We want you to see that it's contaminated. Like when we're using clay bars, we'd do a panel, we'd look at it and go, oh, and we'd have to knead it and put it back together and then do the next panel, look at it, it's dirty. With the clay towel, people will just keep going and going and going and going, and when they have a black surface, they never know that their towel is dirty, and some people never clean them.
Well, and I think that's the difference between folks who prefer a clay bar over a clay towel, is that they want to be able to see the contamination in the clay. And you know, I always get comments and questions from people that say that are like, man, what do you like a clay towel? I've never used one, or a clay disc, or a clay mitt.
Right, exactly.
I just don't like that they're black. I don't like that I can't see. Like, I like the feel of the clay. I like the sensitivity. And I always say, like, well, if you use an Optimum clay towel, like, you can see what you're doing with it. That was why, you know, for me and my guys, this was a very quick, easy, simple solution for claying, you know, the majority of cars. Yeah,
and we went to a slightly smaller size. Most of the clay towels on the market are 16 by 16. We went 12 by 12. Gives you a little more.
It is bigger than this.
Yeah. I actually prefer that size myself, just because it's one-handed.
Yeah.
But this one, you can fold it over once. You've got a nice size for your hand. It just happens to match the mitt pretty close. And it gives you a little extra cushion.
Yeah, it does have a bit of sponginess to the whole thing.
Exactly.
Which is really nice.
And it gives you two sides. So you can do one panel with one side, flip it over, do the next panel, dunk it back in your O&R. And speaking of O&R, how do you store the towel?
Leave it in a bucket of O&R?
Yes and no. If you're production, you're doing a lot of decontamination, you're claying your vehicle, you're claying vehicles on a regular basis, 2 or 3 a day. Just leave it in your wash bucket.
Yeah.
It's the best place you can leave it. If you're not going to be claying another vehicle that day or the next day, or you're only claying your vehicle once every 2 or 3 months, take it out of the bucket, rinse it in clear, fresh water, and let it dry. Either the towel or the mitt.
Okay.
Because you're removing contaminants from the vehicle. Those contaminants contain bacteria. Those bacteria can make your towel smell slightly funky after a while.
Yeah. Especially if you leave it in O&R.
Yeah.
For a long period of time, and you come back to it like 2 months later. It may not smell very good.
No, not a happy smell.
Yeah. So to recap, so if you're using it in production detailing, just keep it in your bucket, because the majority is you're going to be using it every single day.
Exactly.
So you're going to be touching the towel every single day.
Right, and you're leave it in your actual wash bucket. So it's changing the liquid that it's in is being changed on a regular basis.
So not just the one you used
bucket.
all day. Yeah. That's a good point. The other great thing I like is that you can still do the traditional wash clay wax.
Oh, definitely.
But it feels, I'm not going to say safer, but it feels safer.
It is.
Like, because of the new advancements and innovations that have been made into this towel. Yeah. Like you said, with the having the perforation, so that if you do press down on it, actually releases O&R through those perforations, so then gives you something in between the surface.
Exactly.
You know, and it's going to, like you said, reduce the marring, reduce the risk. I can attest that we've used this towel in its prototype form. Right. And had great results with it, and used one that had been used quite a lot. Like when we used it back in January, it was pretty, probably at the end of its life, but it still performed beautifully. And all of us were totally amazed and blown away by it. And I know a lot of our viewers were too, because they were like, when did we get that in? So it's in stock now. You can pick it up at theragcompany.com. This Ultra towel is, I think we are going to see a pattern shift for clay towels. More and more people are going to start going towards this style.
A perforated clay, I'm sure there'll be copies very soon. Yeah. But nonetheless, you know, it's always flattering to be copied.
Yeah, exactly.
But the, you know, we were a long time coming with this.
Yes.
We tested it for a long time. It is a really innovative, fun product.
Yeah, and you know, the price is dependent on, it's not the cost of the towel, it's the cost per use.
Right.
It's one thing that most people seem to forget, is they go, but this is, you know, half the price of the other one. Well, you're not going to get nearly the life out of this as you're going to get out of that.
Oh, definitely.
Similar to the big red sponge. People always see it and go, whoa, that much for a sponge.
$30 sponge?
Yeah. But in my shop, and this is something I documented myself, we got 996 washes out of one big red sponge.
And it wasn't done when you
No, I took it home and still used it. Like I just retired it from work. It gets to wash a car once a month now, or once a week. But the sponges itself, we're doing we were able to get almost 1,000 car washes. 1,000 cars got touched with that sponge before we got rid of it.
Exactly.
And it was still in great shape. So again, cost per use, you got to think that into the equation. So if you are a home hobbyist, this is probably the last clay towel you'll ever buy.
Yeah, and the packaging, we've made it, it's a hard plastic packaging, and it has perforations in it for ventilation. So once your towel, you've dried it out as much as you can, roll it back up, put it back in the package.
Yep, and then that way you've got a safe spot to let it sit. It's going to be able to breathe, so it'll have some airflow, so it's not going to get weird or stagnant or anything like that. Same with the mitt, and like I said, it's got that hanging hook, which is a really, really nice feature.
Yeah.
Because when you're done, you can set it in your garage on your cabinet or something, let it dry out, or in your bathroom, or wherever you've got a little hang hook to let it dry.
Exactly.
It'll help it out.
And our clamshells aren't the ones that you need 3 knives, a couple razors, and 5 people to open. So.
And it works. We've been able to open and close these quite a bit and have them still work the right way. So awesome, man. That's
something we wanted for people to be able to store it. And once again, it has perforations front and back for airflow.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, cool. Well, I'm excited. So you guys we've made a video reutilizing our wash clay wax procedure with the new Ultra Towel. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Ivan, thank you so much for coming out and doing this.
Always a pleasure.
Amazing. You guys can check out Yvan Lacroix on Facebook and Instagram, Ivan with a Y. You can check out more videos. You can check out our past videos. You can check out some of our details with Levi series right back there on the Rag Company YouTube channel. And as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.